Welcome to another epic adventure at Weaver's Stonehouse Farms. What are we doing today?
Building a shelf.
Build a shelf. So we're kind of hanging out. We're not the elf on the shelf, but we are on the shelf. The elf on the shelf? I don't know. Could be the elf on the shelf. So I needed some extra room in the garage, and we needed specific shelving that I could move if I needed to, because it's pretty narrow, and I wanted something, and I could stick the 5-gallon buckets up here, and also I could stand on it, and I could use this almost as a ladder to get to the attic. So with that in mind, let me hop down here. As we took uni-strut, you can see the uni-strut here. Just took regular standard uni-strut, put it in, and then the neat part is, so these are old leaf springs that I had obviously cut and modified, that my uncle had left here, and there were a couple packs of old leaf springs laying out in the woods. So cut them in half, heated them, bent them, heated them, bent them, torched holes in for the 1/2-inch bolts. And then you can see underneath here, did the same thing. So that's what we utilized for that upward support, to hold that up and in with the uni-strut. So worked out pretty good. These are 1 foot we cut them at, and this is just leftover I had from old HVAC jobs that I did, and fit that in up underneath the support. And then these were actually firewood slabs. I saved the good ones, and that's, we can use them for projects like this, which worked out just great. On the wall we utilized GRK, the Caliburns. These are phenomenal, just phenomenal. Those little screws are amazing. So anchored those in, 3/16 drill bit into the sandstone walls, put a bunch of them in, up and down through. And then I used some spots where I had to keep drilling through some 5/16 Tapcons, and they are about 3 inches long. So put a couple of those in to boot. I overkilled it with screws as usual, but as you can see, we have a shelf. It's 8.5 foot. And the nice thing about it is, if I take this bolt out, that bolt, and then the same two over here, I can take that whole shelf, boom, it's out. And then at the same time, for my gas cans with that top, they fit in there beautifully. So now then I can take a bucket full of stuff, right? So if I use a lot of buckets on the farm, a lot of stuff. And that for me is the perfect height. There's room up above. It's just the right height I can get stuff up and down, which is what I was looking for, so I can take the stuff that I have sitting over here in buckets and get it up on the shelf and get it out of my way, so we can get to work fixing the next thing in the garage. So, hey, thanks for stopping out and hanging out with Weaver's Stonehouse Farms. If you like the fun stuff we're doing, like hanging out on the shelf, like, subscribe, and follow along. See you next time on the farm.